conquered with the hosses. We came over to our afternoon project. We're gonna rip out this front sidewalk. We just took the handrails off of the porch. We're gonna jackhammer this porch out. We put our temporary post in, cut that on an angle, sledgehammer that in. Now there's no weight on these posts. They're all nice and loose. So we're going to go ahead and start jackhammering, working that towards the brick so we don't damage anything there. We're going to take that sill out, so we'll go in there nice and easy. Maybe we'll get a couple hammer drills going and go at that real nice and easy. I have the 301. Hopefully I can get in here and just scoop these pads out once we get the demo done. So we're going to load the debris in our power buggies, run it into our dump trailer we got from Bennett Supply in Ohio, and let's get started. Okay, demo went good. Once we got all the debris out of here, I started taking out the walk. The guys jumped right in behind me, put the sill on, put our ice and water shield. It goes all the way up underneath here and sticking to this. Any water gets in there, it should go down and drain. It won't rot the wood. 2% fall on this. This gets wood plank stamp. and wood plank stamp the face. So we have to do this in 2 different pours, 2 small pours tomorrow. Just roughing in this walk. Want me to jump in there and help, guys? Just kidding. Okay, we're adding color to the truck. Westwood brown. We're going to do our fieldstone stamp on the walkway, and we're going to do a wood plank stamp on the covered porch area. We were going to do this in 2 different colors, but we decided to do it 1 pour, same color combination, different stamp. I think it'll look real nice. We put a conduit right here, pointing right towards the lamppost. That way if they need to ever get a new wire, low voltage lighting, they have the capability to do that. It's easy to do now rather than later. So we'll be pouring shortly. Looks like 1 more bag of color to go in the truck. We just had a little rain shower pass through here, but nothing major, nothing at all. It barely even got the road wet. Pouring in minutes. Okay, before we get started, they're just going to wheelbarrow the concrete up right on this board and dump over. We'll drag it through the corner. He got a small one here. Want to just try picking it up? Ready? 1, 2, 3, up.
Can I get more? Or is that...
Well, I was even thinking dumping it out here, but that wasn't bad.
Yeah, you can get more than that.
Okay. You could do that all day long, huh? Okay. We'll get a couple of these going and just go to dumping over. Yeah, it's all over the driveway now. All right, 1 more, then I'll set the camera up. Nope, I gotta put the camera down. Okay, a little bit of a slow pour, but they can't all be easy money. Just bull floating it, leveling everything out. This is pretty much level going back in. So we put some fall to the side to try and get that water running this way. So we're even with the planting bed here, but you can see how the beds are mounded up beside the walk. So it's really important to give this water a place to exit off of the surface of that. Otherwise it's just going to puddle on the edge and eventually get underneath there, freeze and do some damage. We poured this pretty tight, that way there's no splashing the house. Keep the mess to a minimum. All right, we're on cleanup. We scraped the chute nice and clean for our last barrel. So there's just a little bit in the bottom of that barrel. And we'll dump it in a pile, throw it in the truck, throw it in the bucket. Steve's cutting plastic. He's gonna, excuse me, dump it on plastic. We'll let it dry and then take it with us. All our stamps are out, ready to go. So we'll get this mess cleaned up, get the mixer out of here, back to a nice quiet neighborhood shortly. With that being such a slow pour, the concrete stayed in the truck. The extra spins to get the color mixed in heated the concrete up. It's setting up pretty quick. So it's been on the ground about 5 minutes, ready to edge. So our front porch is 6'2". So here's my center mark. So I'm putting the center of my stamp pattern right here. So if I come ahead 6 inches and then lay out my patterns, that is 7 inches back from the edge. And then my last stamp will be right here and will be 7-inch remainder. That way we don't have a mortar joint in our wood plank an inch off of this wall or an inch off of this face. That way they're evened, wall and face. 7 inches back, 7 inches back. We'll snap a line and get started. Okay, so we just have 3 guys troweling this walk. That way it's all done at the same time. Trowed, a nice slow flat trowel. We're not closing that top up, we're just cleaning it up. If we just float it, you can see it through the stamp, like you would see all this through the stamp. So that's all we're looking for right there. Done. Done. Even those lines we don't worry about too much. They'll play right into our stamp pattern. That's a bit much, but I know he'll take care of it. We're going to get 1 cut off of the porch. Sorry, Jim. 1 cut just outside of the sill, and then that'll be our seam. We won't have to do any saw cutting up there close to the house. All right, Steve's on that. I'm going to put the camera down and start troweling. Okay, the guys are texturing the edge. Steve's on stamps. He's going to start pulling it this way. I am going to start up here. Matt's spraying it. I'm going to get texture. Here's our 7-inch line. So we're going to texture this edge, and we're going to get this face off as quick as we can so that we can stamp the face and then stamp the walk to it. Sill's all done, cleaned up, ready for stamp texture. Putting on our clear liquid release. Good deal. Last little bit of stamping. Good? Yep, good. Easy on that edge. Little love taps in there. Last little bit of stamping there. Now we'll just wheel these in. Two different stamps, same pour. That's what we're looking for.
Stan, you got that wheel handy?
At least have it in his hand.
All right, want to get off? We can get these. You can do it from the edge, right?
Yeah.
I went through the parts.
Sure.
Need a tamper?
No.
Those little rocks, they always get us. Nice. Okay. All right, touch up a couple of seams. Pulling this last edge off. And clean that up and stamp it. Okay, so that's all done. Vegetation comes up here. You're probably not even going to see any of that. Nice and straight. Good. I hate it when they get a little bow to them. Alright, Steve's finishing up the texture here. We're just fluffing this dirt in. Oh, I didn't even look. I just thought you were still on joints. Okay, he's taking care of the dirt. I'm going to get on this side. Everything's just about cleaned up. On to the next one.